I'm Janine Judah, and I'm a member of the board of directors of Patterson UTI and Crestwood Equity Partners, among others. And I've been asked to give you some highlights from the recent presentation on Ask the Experts 2023 Outlook for NomGov, audit, and comp committees. We had 4 excellent experts that talked to us. Our first was Dave Pruner of Heidrick Struggles, who talked mostly about nominations and included talking about culture and succession when appointing new people to the board. Our second speaker was Travis Wofford with Baker Botts, and he talked more about governance. And the hot topics that he talked about were ESG, which everyone knows is a really hot topic still, and the influence of technology, things like AI and other emerging technologies that are going to affect how companies operate. Our third speaker was Jan Koors with Pearl Meyer about the comp committee. And she did note that the majority of comp committees have actually expanded their name to include some version of human capital and compensation to cover broader HR issues. She did talk about succession planning again, both in the management and the board, and the hot topics of non-competes and pay transparency in certain states. And our last speaker was Stephen Dabney with KPMG, and he talked about what everyone's talking about in the boardroom, the climate rule and SEC reporting. That rule is imminent and its effect on our SEC reporting for public companies, and also cybersecurity and the reporting requirements that are imminent around cyber. All in all, an excellent update on the hot topics of the day, and well worth your time to review it.
Hi, my name is Tara Agan. I work for HP Inc. And as part of my career development, I'm a member of NACD and the Tri-City, Texas chapter. As I seek my first board seat, what I really loved about the session around insights from experts was Dave Pruner's insight on the NomGov chair committees. 2 things that struck me. One is how NomGov chairs are serving for 4 years now, so more time served in that chair role. And also, it was super positive to hear that women are more representative as the NomGov chair in many corporations. Up to 32% of NomGov chairs are now women. I also really enjoyed Jan Koors and her insights on the comp committee, that she really shared that comp is not just about the CEO anymore, and 49% of the S&P 500 have changed their scope of what comp covers, which is broader. I also loved the insights that she shared on how the SEC's new clawback rule is really no longer giving the board discretion. It's truly driving that they have to do something if the clawback rule has to be used. So again, loved the experts from Insights. I learned a lot and really appreciate all that NACD and the Tri-City Texas chapter is doing to educate me.
Hi, my name is Bill Boyer, and I serve on 2 private company boards. I've been part of the local Texas Tri-Cities chapter and part of NACD for several years, and served on 2 private company boards for, in one case, about 4 years, and the other about 6 years. I attended the virtual meeting this morning on audit, compensation, and governance, and it was really a very, very jam-packed meeting. Lots and lots of information. It was very, very useful. Jan Koors was the expert on compensation, and she had some really great insight and quite a lot on SEC rules that have been implemented recently.
I'm Somesh Singh, Director of TIE International and a certified director. The overall impression or takeaway I have is that the regulatory environment and the social needs that the board needs to be aware of in order to give the best possible governance and guidance to the management teams is evolving. And it is really important for board members to have continued education through forums like this or other forums that they have access to. more specifically about this particular session, what I took away were three important things. Number one is about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is a huge risk that is in front of American companies, and that risk continues to increase, and most companies are not completely prepared to deal with cybersecurity in their committees. Audit committees that typically take care of focus on cyber issues are stretched to the limit, and boards are trying to figure out how to accommodate and indeed put more focus on cybersecurity issues. Number two is ESG. ESG is an issue that has become controversial in certain sectors, but that is not going anywhere. It is an important issue. There may be different, the ESG components may be focused differently by different companies, but that is an issue that is going to be with us with the board for as long as we can see. And the third and the final thing is about compensation. Compensation issues are complex. They require help from experts, and the pressure on companies to be more transparent and more thoughtful is going to continue to increase, and that means that the boards need to be quite prepared to think through how they're going to deal with the compensation issues in their company.